Hey everyone, Chin here. Me and Mojo got let loose on some projects again this week while Mortske was down at Pate. He sold a couple things, had a good time, he's on his way back. But in the meantime, there's projects to be done here, merch should be shipped out. So follow along as we take the bed off the 67 and maybe put a wood bed kit in it, as you can already kind of see. So here we go. Look who's back behind the camera. It's another fun-filled week of Chin and Mojo. We got the bed off the 67 to put a wood bed kit in it. There's some pretty rotten spots. Having to fix up. The mount is pretty rusty, or was pretty rusty. So Mojo whipped these up. Let's put new bolts in them. He's got the two corner pieces kind of semi-placed in there. The one bed strip here to kind of see where the holes need to be. All the wood needs holes drilled in it for the bolts that mount to the rest of the bed. So he's been drilling, this one's drilled out and ready to go. This one is also. He also has been working on notching these. The kit says to add some extra notches in between the channel and the edge of the wood, so that water can drain out and it doesn't just sit in that underneath the bed strip and rot out the wood. These are two of the spots that were pretty rusty in the bed. I've been working on the inner panel. This spot right here was very rusty and pretty much gone, so there was no way that any wood was going to mount to it. So I cut a strip out and I was starting to play with the TIG welder. It turned out okay. Right here is pretty thin, so I'm not really excited about that, but I think I can make it work. I got to add another patch up here. It's on the bottom side, so it's not as crucial, but I might as well try to get up into above the piece of wood so it doesn't continue to rot out that hole when the new wood is in there and has something good to mount to. We also got to patch up this cross member. It's pretty rotten, so we'll have to scab some metal on top of that to make it all one piece and get the new holes drilled in it. Here's the rest of the wood bed kit. It got stained in used oil, so kind of curious to see how that lasts, the longevity of that. Mojo also pulled in the engine from the scrappers last week, and he might mess around with that a little bit. And then we got some of the racking for the used, or from the used tire place, that we're gonna probably try to put up in this corner here. Move out some of this stuff or reorganize it a little bit. This part of the wall is not getting used very much, so we're gonna try to put the racking up here so we can at least put 2 rows of tires and wheels up there. Maybe even more. We'll see how that goes. Keep you updated. We also got the new merch in. We got the youth shirts. We're pretty fully stocked on the other designs, the Do, the Mojo, the Low, Crown. We do have big and tall sizes. Flannels are fully stocked. We do have some free Mortske shirts left over. I'm not sure if we're gonna reorder them or not, but let us know if you wanna. We got the Hawaiian shirts back here. We're actually getting pretty thin on these, so get them while you can. We got some of the crew necks left. I think we got one in, or at least some in each size, a little more in extra large. And we just got restocked in the low life hoodies. So get some merch, get entered in to win the OBS. That 98 is so good, so dry, runs so good, drives so good. Gotta get entered for that. It's gonna be sad to see it go. All right, I'll see you in the next update. Well, looks like Marshall got these standoffs kind of tacked in place. This one he burned in. I'm guessing he's waiting for me to finish that one up. I'll cut a piece and try to fix this up, and then he can keep on going. Mojo pulled the slot off the 65 F100 because it was flat, and he was looking for, couldn't find a leak. Well, I was like, well, what's all that bubble in there? It's bubbling through the casting of the wheel. So, figure out how to try to seal that up or put a tube in it, I guess. Quick little update. Marshall was spinning this bad boy over. It sounded really, the starter sounded really good on it, so we started ripping into it. Starter's still on it. He started pulling cooling system off, so the water pump, thermostat housing, carburetor. So he's got the distributor out, all the wires are off. This thing had inline coolant heater for them cold winter months up here. That's it for right now. I'll probably set the camera up and we can watch them tear the thing apart. What do you think, Duff? Mm-hmm. Well, Chin and Mojo here on our chronicles of the week with the boss man being gone. We got the rollback, and old Mortske said, hey, there's a 68 GMC for sale in your hometown. Maybe you should go pick it up. So we're gonna. Got the man paid, got a title. All right, we'll get her loaded up. We're all loaded up. New 68 GMC. the patches done in the bed, so Mojo keep working on the wood bed kit. All right, Duff, do you approve? I do a good job? Hope so, by your standards. Couldn't find the right greenish blue that the 67 is. This piece here wasn't too bad, but there was a hole, and then there's a hole in this header panel. Replaced that, and found some farm implement Ford blue, and just kind of feathered this one in there. It definitely comes through blue in the camera, but it's kind of light, so if I wanted to sand it back off and find the right green, or maybe even a brown, I could. Also, I got the cross member all patched up, so that could be reinstalled or reused. Mojo cut all the bolts out of the wood bed kit, so touched all the little spots up that had grinder marks with primer. Here's that piece I cut out of here. See, it's pretty thin from the rotten wood that was on there, water sitting in there, that hole that was in the header. Got pretty friendly with the Miller Diversion 180. This is a really good welder. I haven't used the AC yet, but it definitely welds the steel pretty good. I have a AHP unit at my uncle's place, and it's got a really funky pedal, but the pedals on the Millers are definitely the best. They feel good, they're heavy, they don't move around, they don't slide around. They're probably my favorite. So I would like to adapt my welder to one of these. The AHP welder was super cheap. Got it off of Craigslist, I think, before Facebook was the deal. Picked it up for 300 bucks. Welder, super long torch lead, flexible. Not a flex head, but a flexi hose. That was pretty nice. No tank, no cart, so I had to put a bunch of money in to get it where I need it to be. That welder has pulse and AC. In other news, here's the vintage Rust-Oleum farm equipment Ford blue. It stops rust, so we're definitely bettering this from that. Mojo's been tearing into that small block and he's ripping apart the starter now. How bad is this one compared to some of the other ones you've ripped apart? It's pretty full of crud, dusty. Oh man, I hope we have some brushes.
Yeah, brushes are gone.
Yeah, they're wasted. Chopsticks. Ooh, the bulb is coming on a little bit. Yeah, it's lighting up a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Is that acceptable, or?
Well, not really. There should be nothing there. Okay. See, there is a short.
Somewhere in the windings.
The winding's going back to ground. See. Here. See. Right in that area.
Right at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seemed like it started or rolled over pretty good though. But
Seemed like it, yeah. It's okay. See now. But see now, those are ground. See.
Okay.
Those two. But then you don't want nothing here. See.
Okay.
You know. Oh, we can get by with that.
Cool.
No,
You've just been cleaning up the pistons and stuff. You cut the ring ridge a little bit. I seen you playing with that earlier. Numbered all the rod caps and rods. All cleaned up pretty nice though. So that cutter you were using is just supposed to cut the top where that ring ridge is at?
Yep. Cut that top ridge out.
Okay.
Otherwise the new rings will hit that and they'll break the piston. So you want to get rid of that lip.
Alrighty, that's our little update for right now. One more day, it's Thursday today, so hopefully we get some more stuff done. How's this coming along, Mojo? Looking pretty good. That piece went in pretty well on the front piece. He'll keep on keeping on. Until he isn't. But looks like it's coming together pretty good. It's gonna be real nice to have a full bed in this pickup, that's for sure. As you can see, we got the wood bed finished in the 67 C10. Maybe not finished, but installed on the bed. We still got to drill the holes and route out a spot for the washers. I think it turned out pretty good. It's way better than the wood bed floor that was in it before, or the lack thereof. You can kind of see where that patch job is. I don't know if I need to go rough that up or if it'll kind of blend in. This one kind of stands out quite a bit. So I might have to rough that up a little bit, but it's solid nonetheless. Mojo got this small block all torn down. Got the main bearings, they look pretty good. Cam in there doesn't have any unusual wear. All the rod bearings look pretty decent actually. Mojo spent a lot of time cleaning up the timing chain cover and the intake and this oil pan so we can clean it up and put it back together. Also, we got this rack up. We were hoping to set the wheels like the tires were so they weren't, the uprights aren't as close together as some other ones he's got in the shop. Those ones over there are way closer together. I think there's some 14s even on there. I think we can probably figure it out. Maybe we'll make some boards across there. Otherwise, then we can store wheels up high and they can get wet. We had more shelves. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 sets, so we could add 4 more shelves. This tire rack is kind of obsolete now that we have this arrangement up above the doors and out of the way. Mortske did say this cab probably doesn't need to be in here anymore. It's just kind of sitting here. Be able to be used for another project someday. There's some other parts for the Roadrunner sitting over here. So I think that's where we're going to cap it off this week. I am kind of trying a new camera out here. So if it's more bouncy or anything, let me know. We're going to try to hone it in, I guess. I like using this one. It's got the zoom features. It's kind of a more big boy camera compared to the GoPro, so not as light and action cam like, but trying it out. I'd like to thank you guys for watching these videos. I'm kind of having a little bit of fun playing with the new cameras and different camera setups and talking in front of the camera. That's obviously a big thing. But if you want to get entered to win, we're giving this pickup away. 5.3 AR5 5-speed swap, lowered 20s. The giveaway information is on the website. I'll enter it somewhere up here. It's a really awesome pickup. Probably the cleanest 98 Chevy pickup I've ever seen. Had a lot of fun this week. Got some stuff done. Got some merchandise shipped out. So I want to thank you guys for watching. And until next time.